Okay, so Sutton Foster is playing the role of Winifred in Once Upon a Mattress, and I'm disappointed. Hello, darlings, and welcome to Performance Perspective, where we watch different performances and then we share our perspectives. If you're new here, hi, I'm Carolyn, but you could call me Care. And by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe because this year my goal is to hit 5,000 subscribers. All right, I know I did that, but let's get into the real topic, which is Sutton Foster playing Winifred. Now, to go way back, this was announced at Carol Burnett's 90th birthday celebration. I'm a huge Carol Burnett fan, okay? And when this announcement happened, I was like, oh my gosh, she would be perfect for this role. And if you're like, well, why would they celebrate? Why would they announce it at Carol's, birthday? It's because Carol Burnett was the original Winifred back in the, I think, late 1960s or so. And so it was a great moment. Now, I will say with Sutton Foster, I think she's so talented. I loved her Fiona in Shrek, but I was not a fan of her Marion the Librarian in The Music Man with Hugh Jackman. I think her voice didn't match the character, and I liked the idea that in that musical, Marion is a soprano and Harold Hill is more like talking fast. And so it shows how different they are, but then when they have a song together of them falling in love, you really hear that beautiful balance in between them. So I thought that was kind of like an aspect they kind of took out of that musical. But here we go. I was hanging out on TikTok and then it came out a little snippet, sort of like a trailer to Once Upon a Mattress, and I was disappointed. Listen, when I was a senior in my high school, I was cast as Winifred in Once Upon a Mattress. And like I said, I have such a love for Carol Burnett and for this role that I felt like I put a lot of work into this person. And so, yes, I had to kind of take a step back to be like, are you upset because you're jealous of Sutton Foster? Or is this actually, like a real upset? Actually, in the end of the day, I guess that's really up to you and stuff. I think I'm coming from I just have so much love for this show, and I hopefully can articulate what I think is not working with what is provided on TikTok. So let's just get into the video.
I've always been shy. I confess it, I'm shy. Can't you guess that this confident air is a mask that I wear 'cause I'm shy?
So already hearing that, I was like, wait a minute, in a way, I feel like she's missing the joke. And so the joke of the song Shy is the fact that, okay, context, is that Winifred swam the moat in order to say hi to the prince. Like, she couldn't wait for the bridge and all this stuff. And so she's looking for the prince and he's not coming up, but it's because the queen's kind of like pushing him to the side, being like, no, no, no. And so Winifred, I feel, has a very vulnerable sort of message, which is, I totally get it, because you know what? I've always been shy. But the thing is that when she sings Shy, it's so loud, and the way that she's behaving is that you would think she's very confident, and that's where the joke is. But the way already how it's presented, it's almost as if Sutton is, you know what? Listen, we're gonna go back and rewatch it after we watch this because it's short. The way that Sutton's doing it, it's like she's not actually making it quiet, then building it up to be, the loud Shy. And even the reaction when we go back, just watch the reaction of the people around her. It's almost as if she sounds bad, and that's why they're like, versus, going, whoa. In the original Carol Burnett, sort of when they did it on the show, they actually added fans. So it looked like the people were flying away whenever she would sing Shy. And again, the song is supposed to be really funny. But yeah.
And you may be sure, way down
See?
to my yard. I'm insane to know which, sir. You, sir. Not I, sir. Then who, sir? Where, sir? Or when, sir? I couldn't be
she's singing it straight, da 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 da, and it's. I've taken, again, it's because I studied the Carol Burnett one. I also study, believe it or not, the one that was a lot of inspiration for myself when working on the character was Sarah Jessica Parker. And again, musically, Sarah doesn't sound that great singing Shy, but I love the sense of freedom, and also there's a likability to this character where it's like, she means well, but that was weird, lady. And also a sense of, you know what, we're kind of boring in this castle, and she's here to shake things up, and I'm with it. So it's on with the fun, man. So again, the show was in the late 60s, early 70s kind of area. And so that line to me is fun. Let's on with the fun, man. And I took that from Carol Burnett because I really loved how she sang it. And it gives a sense of, I don't know, a bit more texture with the character. So yeah. We're going to go back so then I can talk about these costumes and the look of it and how I'm like, I don't know. It's just, I'm not feeling it, but yeah.
I have one man.
I don't know, listening to it, it just doesn't sound good. Am I crazy? It just doesn't sound that good. So we're going to go back and I'm really going to be, I'm just not feeling it.
I've always been shy.
See,
I confess it, I'm shy.
so it's repetitive, shy, I'm shy. And it's like, for me, it's like this character is just letting them know. Like the kind of feeling I had when I was doing this was the sense of like wanting so much to connect with the people because I wanted to meet the prince and to say like, I totally get it. And so for her to sing it out to the audience, it's like, no, sing it at the people. Therefore they can have a reaction of like, even if there's one person in the front row and she sings it and they're like, whoa, and they fall backwards and they catch them to be like, because it's that strong of how her voice is. Also the costumes, I'm not really feeling it. Her hair, I'm just like, what's going on here? Because I don't know, maybe it's because Broadway is just losing so much money. They were like, we're going to make it so simple, but then it's also, it feels repetitive because I'm like, the color scheme is similar to Anne Juliet and what was it, Once Upon a Time, the Britney Spears musical. So they keep playing with these very, I don't know, it's very 2010s jewel tone colors, which I love, especially when you think of the medieval times and the fun shapes that they had then. I'm not feeling it.
Can't you guess that this confident air is
Good use of the prop. The dancing is probably going to be beautiful. See, it's more like, I'm insane to know. I want to know what I want to know the blocking so bad. I would totally react to her version of the song. I want to know what the blocking is because it's almost as if she's just in one spot singing it straight to the audience versus being like interactive with everyone and still trying to find the prince in the meantime. And because she's singing it out to the audience, it's not allowing the chorus people to have a great reaction. And maybe they wanted it blocked in one spot. So then when it goes into, because there is a dance sequence, you know, and then she goes, that was wonderful. And there's more of a bit of dance, and then it ends with the, and that is why, kind of stuff. The wizard looks pretty good. And there's patterns. Like, what's up? I don't like that. I don't like that she comes in with the hair, and it's like, okay, what happened to her hair? And then now it's short and it's like, yeah, it's cute. Because even when you think of Carol Burnett, her hair, yes, may look short, but she had like a braid. And so it's just like, maybe play with that aspect and whatever. But also, if you notice, the sets are black and white. And I was talking to my sister. I was like, maybe it's, oops, sorry, that was my heater. Maybe it's really cool if it was something where the sets are black and white, but Winifred comes in color. And then as the show goes on, you start to see the rest of the cast, like, they might have been wearing like a dull gray or whatever, but they start to have colors and whatever. But that's, I guess that's just too much,
So let's get this done and head on with the fun.
This is so random, but I'll never forget. I went and saw Once Upon a Mattress. I just went to go see it, other people performing. And I remember thinking that the one who played the queen was so good. And I was like, that's really, I am such a Winifred. Like, yes. I felt so bad for the girl playing Winifred because the way that she did it, I was like, I started rooting for the queen. I was like, I'm with her. This girl is a no. I would not want this girl to marry my son. And to me, I'm like, that's when you know you did something wrong with Winifred if I'm cheering for the queen.
And I have one man.
Like, I didn't like the... It's crazy to me to see the costumes, and some of them look, like, oh, it has patterns, it's got things to it. And then you'll see like her pajamas, and I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm confused. It's almost like they're using different time periods in this musical, and it makes me feel like it's a little cheap. And based on only this trailer, I'm like, oh no, is she playing Winifred as if Winifred is childlike? And I'm like, no. Well, it almost like she's playing it like Winifred is a immature child. And that's not it. It's like, my view of Winifred is that she is just a free spirit. She's a go-getter, and that she is to be she's an introvert that is able to be an extrovert at times. And so that's why people think like, no, she's just so confident and stuff. It's like, no, she just knows how to portray herself in front of everyone. And yeah, so here we go. If you're still with me, I am not playing the whole thing. Absolutely not. But I got my sister, shout out to my sister, to record pieces of me doing Once Upon a Mattress. And yes, I'll be doing a short reaction of it to point out the things I loved doing in it. Now, this isn't to say like my high school self is better than Sutton Foster. No, I'm just pointing out the key things that, who knows, maybe you're playing Winifred or you're in this musical and you're like, oh, I didn't even think of that. And I'm like, I got you. All right, here we go. See, playing it to them. Their sincerity. Okay, I know. I feel I'm getting goosebumps because I'm feeling cringy. But see, it's like you play with the sense of being a bit quieter and sincere, and then also having something with your body on the word shy to really, just like exaggerate the funny, and hence it worked. There was a reaction to it and people going, whoa. There is something to say is that I can only be as funny as I can be on my own, but it really was the people around me that allowed it to, be great, I think. See, allow them to go, whoa. And again. I don't know why that makes me laugh when I go quiet and I'm like, oh, she's so quiet. And it's like, but I'm still pretty loud. I do like that part. But here it is. It's like playing with the colors of horribly and like really trying to add a growl to that. And then it gets into, instead of, this is, I think, the first time where I'm singing shy, but I'm not belting out shy or anything, but it's again back to that sincere. And then also a sense of feeling like the way that I don't even think the choreographer we had wasn't that great. And even when looking at the blocking of this, I don't even think we were blocked. I think it was more of me being like, oh, I want to go here, or I felt a sense like my character wants to be moving around and wants to feel a sense of connection and understanding. All right, so we'll do the ending. We're good. That walk, I don't know why, but for some reason that was my Winifred walk. Like, it was just, I don't know. She was a woman on a mission, and then also playing with the audience where it's like, this is when I'm now like being like, you, because it's not just about me connecting with the people on stage. It's then for them to feel a connection with this character. Like, you want to root for her. You're like, come on, Winifred, and stuff. Here it is. Yeah. I have a lot of love for this character, and if you're ever playing something that's comedic and you're like, oh, this song is a comedic song, and so you're relying on the lyrics and things like that, stop it. It's not going to be that funny. You have to find something about that song that is vulnerable to that character and sincere, and play it as if it's real to them, because the audience will connect to that and laugh about the absurdity of it all. And so yeah, I don't know. That's my perspective on all of the Once Upon a Mattress stuff. I really think that Sutton Foster just needs someone to be like, hey, let's play with the colors of your voice in order to do this role, where it's like, this is when it's quiet, because she can sound really pretty when singing, and for some reason she sounds I'm so sorry, she sounds so annoying, and I don't want this character to be annoying. Okay, I'm done. Love to know your perspective. No, I do not want to show the full video of me doing that. I think this will be the only video showing a performance that I'm doing, that I did. But anyways, I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I really am going for those subs. And also, listen, my love is musicals, and I need to start talking about musicals that I love and watching musicals. I haven't seen Sunday in the Park with George, and I know I really need to, but I just don't want to cry, and I feel like that musical's going to make me cry. Anyways, have a lovely day, and without further ado, take care, darling.